Alright guys, what's going on? It's been a minute, so I figured I'd do a video. So, went to Kansas City, got sick up there. I want to apologize first off to those guys. I had to leave before the big event and didn't get the help on the truck. Basically just delivered the materials. So I did get to hang out with a few of the guys that showed up early. Had a good time, and it was really fun until the fever hit. And I had to get home just because I could tell it was going to be a doozy. If I'm talking loud, it's because I feel like I'm talking out of my ear. It's all plugged up, so if the video is sort of loud, that's why. I got a little mail though, so I want to open that up. It's from Greg Porter. So let me sit down on the chair, and I don't know if I can get you guys set up somewhere. Try to hold on to this and open it up. I don't want to cut it, but I got this a long time ago, and I apologize. I just been down, so haven't really been doing much. Just been hanging out in the house, bugging Andrea. So finally, she told me I need to come out here and make a video. So I figured I'd turn the camera on. A couple of you guys have called me, and I appreciate that. Hang on a minute here. So you can see the video quality hasn't changed any. But it's one of those bulletproof packages. Okay, he sent these stencils back. I took these to him so he could do some stenciling, but I guess he didn't want to do that. But anyway, put those aside. Oh, he made me a plaque. It says best body and paint supply in the country. So that's pretty cool. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate that. I haven't been sick in like 4 years, by the way, so not something that usually happens to me. Made a shirt. It's really cool. I don't really feel right wearing it because I wasn't part of the construction, so we'll probably just put that up in a frame. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll frame that up, and we'll put that with the YouTube treasures, and I'll hold on to that. I don't think I'll wear it though. It doesn't seem right. But anyway, I'll put that over there. This is really cool. Greg made those. Really embossed the metal pretty bad. So yeah, not a whole lot going on. Got Hans's motor back together. He pretty much put this together himself this time. I put the pistons in for him, and he torqued everything up. And had to have the crank turned and the rods resized. Went ahead and did all the rods, turned the mains and the rods, and went 25 on the mains and 50 on the rods. Got some coated bearings this time, some steel back bearings, a little better quality, and yeah, so that's the update on that. People were asking about that. Here's the clutch and flywheel. He needs to put that on. Apparently he got some light flywheel he's going to put on there. So I don't know about that, but that's what he's going to do. And he got a steering wheel. Got this for his birthday. It's a pretty sexy wheel. It was pretty pricey. Doesn't come with a horn button. That's extra. And I had to buy the wheel and the hub for the back of the wheel, and then the hub for the steering wheel in there. So it's a quick release type deal. What else has been going on? Get you guys caught up. I bought some cylinder heads and took them down to scooters. Of course, got my ass chewed out on these because I had some water damage that I sort of overlooked. And you can see the water damage there. And when I took them apart, 3 of the exhaust valves broke. So these are just dummy valves for shaping the combustion chambers. But you know, I didn't like the combustion chambers, didn't like the port work or anything on them, said they wouldn't be fast. I've got about 40 hours in this head, and I'm just still working on that one. But there's the intake runners. They look pretty sweet. Exhaust. These should be a pretty good boost to the old race car. we're going to the street with that, so we need a little more power. The car's going to weigh a little more. These are set up for the Jessel style rocker shafts, and probably have to pick some of those up. Came with some shorty IDF manifolds, and have to have these welded up on the backside here, the flat part, so you can port that out, and probably make an adapter. This is going to be fuel injected now, so it's got the fuel injected bosses in the intake runners, and then up here will just be the throttle body on top of an intake log, so I'll have to fabricate all that stuff. But I got this little sweet thing for Hansa's car. I'm going to mount that up, breather box. So that was the other birthday surprise there. Actually, we went to the place in Juku. I'm sure I said that wrong. But those guys were really cool. Sold us all this stuff and gave us a tour of the shop, and showed us all their drift stuff. They run mostly LS stuff, but they have a lot of SR20 stuff too. So yeah, that's what's going on. The shop's sort of stagnant, not doing much. It's got the blue car inside, so it's not rotting, and working on changing the race car over. Still looking for some doors for that, and really I need a whole nother car, but probably not going to find that. I need all the inner structure, package tray, rear inner wheel section, all that stuff has to be welded back in. So I don't know how much of that I'll put back in, but I'll put some of it back in. And yeah, so I got a lot of questions and stuff I got to answer. I was looking at some stuff on my channel today, and I noticed that some people left some questions on some older videos, and it popped up, and a couple of the questions were what is a reground cam and what's a reground lifter. And I might have a reground lifter in this very organized mess here that we ran. I cut a couple not too long ago, and basically it's just a used lifter that's been resurfaced, and this one ran all the way to South Carolina and back, and you can see there's a a strange pattern where it's been turning on there. I don't know what that is. It's no means wiped out, but that's usually what use reground lifters look like after you run them. It's smooth, it's not wiping the cam out, but basically they just regrind the lifter. You can regrind up to probably, I want to say 49 thousandths is what they're Rockwell hardened to, so you don't want to take a lot of surface off of that. But they can be reground. Usually you can pick those up for like $24 or whatever. New lifters are like 40 bucks. I always use the new lifter on a performance build or any kind of decent engine, but on some of the cheaper 650 motors and stuff like that, you got to go with a reground lifter. The other question was reground cam. In the cabinet here, this is a this is an old school camshaft. I think it's a Howard, and basically what they did was they took a Volkswagen grind and they reground their profile on it. And the one way to tell this is the back section of the cam will always be very close to the billet, or the blank as they call it, because when you grind the profile into the lobe, you have to take meat off the back here to reprofile the lobe of the cam. So this is a regrind, probably a Volkswagen billet. If you look real hard on here, you could probably find a Volkswagen insignia like right there. So we know that's probably an original Volkswagen blank, and somebody's reground it and tapped it for a cam gear and put their name on the back of it there. I can't really read that. It's upside down, so that's not going to help. I do believe it says Howard. I'm not sure. It's a little cam made for stock rockers. So let's set this aside. And here's an angle cam. This is a 120. Again, you can see how close it's ground to the blank on the back side. Angle likes to regrind. Volkswagen blanks. This one's been clearance for a stroker. That's why it looks like Swiss cheese like that. So Scat uses their own blanks. And, let's grab one of these Scat cams out. There's a new one here. Kind of I'll show you this. You guys are right back to the wishy-washy videos. But anyway, here's the scat cam. I think this is a C45 variety. Sort of weak, can't get the box open, excuse me. Anyway, here's your typical cam, what it would come with if you bought a new cam. Comes with the bolts, if it's a bolt-on cam. A lot of times they'll have 2 sets of bolts, never did understand that. And here's the old cam sheet. It sort of gives you the generic lift and duration of the camshaft. And some opening and closing numbers if you want to degree the cam, stuff like that. You get some of this Joe Gibbs lifter grease. I don't really like this assembly grease, but I've never had any problems with it. I just don't like it. And here's the old cam. I'll only get it out of the paper towel tube here. Hang on a minute. And this is a Scat likes to do their own blanks. So they have, I guess they have a manufacturer that makes these billets or blanks for them. They're not billets. That would be like a roller cam. So this is just basically, you know, one of their billets. Well, you'll notice a couple paper towels falling on the bench. A couple features in this cam is it's already pre-clearance for a stroker. You can see it's flat on both sides. This isn't a it's not a Volkswagen regrind. You can see the amount of area on the back of the cam, and that's one of the reasons I like to use the Scat or the web cams. They seem to be a little more quality on their the initial what they grind their cam on. I don't know, it just could be preference. But anyway, I hope that answers a couple of the questions. And then the other question was cam lube onto the oil pump, wearing the pump. You know, anytime you put cam lube, it is an abrasive. This is a grease. I don't know if this is an abrasive or a super slicky. I've never researched the Joe Gibbs stuff, but traditional cam lube does have a little abrasive, and that's why, you know, you don't run the break-in oil for too long in the motor. You know, it's always best to get that out. So anyway, that's a few questions answered. Guys that left questions. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down because my neighbor's over there looking at me like, hey man, he's crazy, talking to himself again on the camera. But little update, try to get back to making some videos, and got some stuff going on. Obviously I haven't done a whole lot. Here's the St. Louis box. Came in the garage and it hasn't, I think it might have been open once. But there we go. I think we're gonna have a surprise guest on video. Holly.
Hello.
So Holly, what's going on?
Nothing, I want to go play with kittens.
You want to go play with the kittens?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you tell everybody about your report card?
Oh yeah. I got 4 B's and 3 A's.
Good job. That's pretty good. You didn't do too good in school last year, huh? Summer school must have helped, huh?
Yeah, I guess. And I'm paying attention more this year because lots of people I don't know a lot, and they don't talk to me a lot anymore.
No chattering, huh? You get more done? That's funny how that works. Alright, go play with the kittens. Anyway, here's our box. The Garage Gang flag there from Anthony's mom. Took that with me. Got a couple paint guns left. I'm gonna take these out. A couple guys asked me about these guns, and I emailed you back. Talked to Andy, and some of you guys, thanks for your order. It helps. But I'm gonna do a video on some of those. I'm gonna take one of those apart and change it over from a 1.3 to a 1.4. And one of these is a 1.3 and a 1.4. Most everybody wants the 1.4, so I got a cap and a needle kit for it to change it over. Because most of the guys I sell to are at home, and you know, you only need that 1.3 if you're in a shop. Huh?
I got the llama one.
You got the lamb?
Yeah. My favorite one.
Lammy. Alright guys, we're going to shut it down. I'm getting sweaty. It's not that hot, but we'll get back inside, chill out, and we'll make some more videos in a little bit.